Hello students, today we can discuss 20 objective questions from our paper 13 corporate and economic laws as well as corporate laws and compliances. So we will move to question number 1. Dividend for any financial year can be declared and paid out of profits of that financial year, profits of any previous financial year and remaining undistributed, both A and B, none of the above. So this question is related to section 123 of Companies Act. So it is clearly specified in 123 that you can declare dividend out of profits of that financial year and any profit of previous financial year which is remaining undistributed. So we are having these two sources. So the answer will be option C. Next is when an application claiming relief from oppression or mismanagement is made to tribunal by members who are not eligible as per section 244. Dash has the power to waive off the minimum eligibility requirement. So section 244 is coming under chapter 16 of Companies Act, which is prevention of oppression and mismanagement. So in that we know that as per section 244, the minimum number of members who are required to make an application will be 100 members or 1/10 of total number of members or member or members holding minimum 10% of issued capital. So if the number of members who are making the application is less than the figure which is mentioned in 244, the tribunal is having power to waive off the minimum eligibility requirement. So the answer is option A. Member of Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority may relinquish his office by giving in writing to central government a notice of less than 3 months. Question 4. In the case of an insurer carrying the business of life insurance or general insurance, the minimum paid up capital shall be rupees. So this is section 6 of Insurance Act 1938. So as per section 6 of Insurance Act, the minimum paid up requirement for life insurance or general insurance will be rupees 100 crore, and we very well know that while computing the minimum capital, minimum paid up capital, you have to exclude the preliminary expenses. Question number 5. Every banking company shall transfer to reserve fund a sum equivalent to not less than dash of profit before declaring dividend. This is section 17 of Banking Regulation Act 1949. So as per section 17, every bank has to mandatorily transfer minimum 20% of profit before declaring any dividend. RBI has recommended every bank to transfer 25%. That is only a recommendation by way of a circular, but as per section 17, the minimum amount is 20%. Question number 6. Current account transaction means a transaction. Current account transaction and capital account transaction are related to Foreign Exchange Management Act 99. So this is coming under FEMA 99. Okay. So as per section 2 clause J, current account transaction means a transaction which is other than capital account transaction. Question number 7. The director's responsibility statement shall disclose as to whether the director has taken proper and sufficient care. So this is section 134 of Companies Act. So as per 134, we know that director responsibility statement contains these 3 factors. So we can have the answer all of these. Question number 8. Mr. Aman holds equity shares of nominal value rupees 10 lakh in Akash Limited. Dash is disqualified for appointment as auditor in Akash Limited. This is related to section 141 subsection 3. So we know that as per the disqualification, the provision of disqualification, person, relative or partner who is holding security in company, holding company, subsidiary company, associate company, subsidiary of holding company will be disqualified. So we are having the answer, all of these persons will be disqualified, because Aman is disqualified because he is holding shares, relative will be disqualified, and partner will also be disqualified. Question number 9. Anti-competitive agreement, which is coming under Competition Act 2002. Competition Act. So we know that as per section 3, anti-competitive agreement shall be void. Number 10. Sections dash shall apply to all foreign companies. So this is chapter 22, which is consisting of section 379 to 393. So companies incorporated outside India. So as per section 379 of Companies Act, the provision says that for foreign company, section 380 to 386 and 392 and 93 will be applicable. So our answer will be option C, both A and B. Question number 11. The corporate insolvency resolution process shall be completed within a period of dash from the date of admission. So it is 180 days from the date of admission. So this is Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016. Question number 12. A person can be director in 20 companies. So while computing the 20 companies, we will be excluding, as per section 165 subsection 1, we will exclude dormant company and section 8 company. So our answer will be option C. Question number 13. Prior approval of dash is required for merger of a foreign company into company registered under Companies Act 2013. So this is section 234 of Companies Act in the chapter Compromise, Arrangement and Amalgamation. So prior approval of RBI is required for the same. The reappointment of managing director, whole-time director and manager shall not be made earlier than dash before expiry of his term. So this is section 196 of Companies Act. So it specifies that MD, whole-time director or manager, they will be having a term of 5 years, one term of consecutive 5 years. They can be reappointed. Reappointment can be made before the expiry of term, but not earlier than 1 year before expiry of the term. An investigation into affairs of the company can be assigned to Serious Fraud Investigation Office, SFIO, by, so this is section 212 of Companies Act. SFIO will be assigned the case by the central government. The answer is option B. The Board of Directors of Big Heart Limited intends to contribute rupees 50 lakh to a charitable fund. Such a charitable contribution exceeds the limit prescribed under section 181. Such contribution, so we know that this is section 181. 181 specifies that a company can make contribution to charitable fund. So if the amount of contribution is up to 5% of average profit of preceding 3 financial years, it can be done with board resolution. If it exceeds 5% of average net profit of preceding 3 financial years, it can be made by making ordinary resolution at general meeting. The answer is option 2. Mr. John is held guilty of illegally exporting narcotic drugs from India to USA and also money laundering with respect to the fund obtained by such export. Mr. John is punishable with rigorous imprisonment for a term which shall not be less than dash, but which may extend to dash and fine. So this is under Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002. So we know that narcotic drugs is coming under paragraph 2 of part A of Schedule of Prevention of Money Laundering. Okay, so for offences or for the cases which are related to narcotic drugs and psychotropic substances, the minimum punishment will be minimum 3 years, maximum 10 years, and the fine will be without any limit. So the option will be number B. Sponsor means any person holding not less than dash of the paid up capital of asset reconstruction company. So this is coming under the chapter Surfasi Act. Surfasi Act. So sponsor is a person who is holding minimum 10% of paid up capital of ARC. Question 19. Manav Limited is a listed company. Some of the small shareholders of Manav Limited serve a notice on the company to appoint Mrs. Sandhya as small shareholders director. The notice shall be valid if it is given by. So this is section 151 of Companies Act. So for appointment of small shareholders directors, there are two options. Either company may appoint suo motu or on application given by small shareholders. So who has to give the application? It will be either 1000 small shareholders or 10% of the total small shareholders, whichever is less. So we are having the option C. So we'll move to question number 20. So a person who buys goods for dash is consumer. So this is coming under Competition Act 2002. Okay. So as per section 2 clause F, a person who is buying the goods for resale, commercial purpose and personal use can be said to be consumer. So our answer will be any of this. Okay. So these are the 20 objective questions. So we will be coming up with another set of 20 questions in the next session. So take care. Thank you and all the best.